Before the light of the gods entered the world, there was only darkness ruled by titans. After an epic war, Zeus seized the heavens and exiled the titans, seeking to imprison them for all eternity. The lands were cleansed and mortals flourished. But arrogance precedes many a fall, and even a god's prison may be breached.
Well, shit, that kind of blows any intro I could ever do out of the water. That, wow. So, it's Mr. Fox again, everybody, and I'm bringing you, it's an all-time favorite game of mine. I'm bringing you some Titan Quest. So, this isn't exactly a new game. In fact, it's, in terms of game standards, it's actually fairly old. This was a game that was released in, so the 2005 or 2006. And it just recently THQ Nordic went and released a brand new expansion for it called Ragnarok. Listen to this music. Listen to this. That'll put some hair on your chest right there. Turn a boy into a man. So, I can't tell you guys how much time I've lost to this game. Months, probably a year or two of my life just gone, all dedicated to this one game. And that was before the newest expansion. This was back, let's see. In fact, yeah, come to think, I think I've lost like a year of my life towards every expansion. So I lost a year to the base Titan Quest. There was a year towards Immortal Throne. And if things continue, I'm probably going to end up losing about a year to Ragnarok. So, hey. Anyway, let's get going. That's a lie. That color is a lie. It is not brown. It is not like an orangish color. That's a lie. Let's go with something that's not a lie. Let's go with blue. So they changed up the character creation here too. You see here it says accomplished hero. I click this, and basically it'll allow me to start at the Ragnarok DLC. It'll up my character to a suitable level. It'll give me a decent amount of gold. We're not going to do that. I enjoy this game way too much to simply skip ahead to the good part. So we're gonna give this game the respect it deserves and do a full playthrough from start to finish. Yeah, I guess that'll work. So let's get started here.
One day, the sun will dim and spread a shadow over the earth. Temples, which have stood forever, will be destroyed. The heavens will vanish, and the gods will fall upon the earth. One day the weak will have power over the strong. The poets will stop singing and instead take up the sword. It is in these darkest times that the strongest of heroes are born.
Was he talking about me? I think he's talking about me. So for the sake of my ego, I'm just going to say he's talking about me. Right, so there's one thing we're actually going to do here. As you can see, this is an old school ARPG. So let me turn that off. I know how to play this game. So like I said, old school ARPG. And I need to change some things here real quick, because otherwise that's going to get me killed. I mean, just scrambling for my health potion and I can't find it. So one of the things I wanted to change is the way I've been doing these videos. I went ahead, I looked through some of my other videos, and I'm not happy with what I've been seeing. The whole intro outro thing I've been doing, it just sounds forced. It doesn't sound natural in the slightest. So I figure rather than doing all this in like an episodic format, I'll go ahead and I'll just do like a long playthrough. I'll do an intro, like here at the beginning, I'll do an intro. And then as I go through...
You there, soldier! If you've come looking for rest and peace, you won't find it here in Helos. Our village has recently been beset by satyrs and other vile beasts. The help of your fighting arm would be greatly appreciated. Our farmers cannot get to their fields and our supplies are running low. Please, go down the road toward the village and help where you can.
So, like I said, I'll do an intro like we are here, and then I'll play through it. Obviously, I'll still break the video down to separate videos, but there won't be an actual outro until, like, the very end of the game. So, the last video, I'll put down an outro, and then that'll be it for the series. And, like I said, I want to do that because it doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound natural doing it like an episodic format. So, we'll do a long play, and hopefully this will work out. I'm going to be using Titan Quest here as sort of a test run for this. If it works, that's the format I'll be sticking with from now on. If it doesn't, then I don't know. I'll figure something out. But until then, let's get going. I'm talking long enough.
You must have been sent by the gods. Please, in the field here, they're going to kill my horse.
Not the horse. That.
You saved my horse. Thank you. But I'm not the only one in trouble. Down the road there, that's my village, Helos. We've got monsters at the gates, in the fields. They're everywhere.
Just a leather harness, huh? Not good. Usually I could at least find a decent weapon.
Hello, I am Aeson, guard captain for this small village. We are holding up, but what's the use? If the monsters lay waste to our farms, we're lost all the same. It's that cursed shaman. Diomedes is tearing his hair out over it.
The waters within these fountains are blessed by the gods. They say when you touch the water, your soul drinks from it. Should you suffer the dark fate in battle, your body will return to the fountain and you may live to fight again.
So, too long didn't read. If I suck at life and die, I'm just going to reappear right here at one of these things. So, like I said, I've lost a lot of time to this game, and honestly, it's time well spent. Ooh, storytellers. Okay, so these guys, you'll find these guys scattered throughout the lands. They talk about, they tell stories. Namely, it's a bunch of old legends, depending on where you are. So some it'll be in Egypt, some it'll be in China. It's always fun just to find these guys.
Muse, inspire me to speak of the mightiest hero ever known, son of Zeus, a god, and of a mortal woman. The man named Heracles. Hated by the goddess Hera and beloved of Zeus, mighty-handed Heracles battled monsters great and fearsome. The Nemean lion he slew, and the Hydra many-headed, the Erymanthian boar, and thunderous giants. 12 tasks of legend did he perform. Heracles rose above the realm of mortals. Once, it is told he took the place of Atlas, who holds the world aloft. Heracles. Yes, Heracles bore the world itself upon his shoulders. And now, where is a hero half as great as he?
Right here, right in front of you, man. I mean, I've got a leather bra and a toothpick. Yeah. I'm gonna die so fast. No, but one of the things I always loved about this game when I first started playing it, one of the things I enjoyed. Hold on.
Hello, stranger. I'm Diomedes, the leader of this small village. Do you mean to say that you fought your way here? If that's true, then please, I beg of you, we need your help. Monsters led by a powerful satyr shaman appeared a few days ago and have driven us from our farms. We can hardly defend the village gates and have no one who can stop them from destroying our crops. Our farmland lies on the other side of the river, just over this bridge. The shaman was last seen beyond the farms at the edge of the Helos woods. Please, rid us of this terrible sorcerer. We will pay you what we can.
I heard a magic word in there. It said pay. It's good enough for me, man. All right. So as I was saying, one of the things that I really enjoyed. I'm gonna go get some potions first. One of the things I really enjoyed about this game when I was younger.
You're going out there, don't go unprepared. It is not safe. Buy what you need here. Goodbye, my friend.
I was a big mythology buff when I was younger. The stories, the places, it was so fantastical. I couldn't help but love it. So basically what it was is I found this game and I was just enamored because it's mythology. This was a front row seat to various stories that I had seen and heard as a kid. But I mean it's just great because it's not just Greek. This game will take you to various places. So right now we're starting off in Greece, so there's going to be a lot of Greek monsters, Greek legend, But I eventually head across, so we're going to be starting here in Greece. We move our way across Asia, so Greece, we head down south to Egypt. Then we end up heading east over to Babylon, China. We go to heaven and hell, and then I don't know where we go from there. But I was excited when I first found this game because it was mythology. It was great. I loved mythology. In fact, when I was younger, when I was still going to school, I had actually decided to take up a mythology class. Because I figured, oh, okay, this will be a nice little. It'll be a nice little course. It'll feed my addiction for this mythology stuff, these various stories. And I got there, and I was really disappointed because the whole class was kind of a wash. It was all regurgitation. They told me stories that I had heard hundreds of times. There wasn't really anything new. I go to a mythology class. I don't want to hear about Zeus. You can't keep it in his pants. I don't want to hear about Oedipus marrying his mom. I go to a mythology class. I want to hear stuff that I haven't heard before. I want to hear about. The most common mythologies are Greek and Egyptian. So, I would have actually killed for like some Egyptian myth than that, but all it was just a bunch of Greek mythology, and I hated it.
At harvest time, the whole village sets to work in the fields. The crops must be gathered and properly stored. We make an offering to Demeter, goddess of bounty.
I hated it because it was, like I said, it was all regurgitation. I had heard all of this countless times. There was nothing new. There was nothing unusual. So it was this giant bore fest. I was really sad about that because had things been different, who knows? There might have been. Hello? I see it right there. Can I not? Okay. Thank you. I was really hoping for like something new there. I was hoping I could learn I was hoping I could hear some myths from from China. I want to hear some Chinese myths. Tell me some myths about. Better yet, we're here. We're here in America. Don't tell me some Native American myths. Don't just sit there and then tell me about something that everybody and their sister's been told hundreds of times. I can't really speak for everyone, but I'm pretty sure that everyone has been told about the Greek mythos for so long. I think everybody knows about it. The mighty chief of the gods, Zeus, can't keep it in his pants. So suddenly, it's just, I don't know, I wasn't really getting a whole lot out of it. I found the whole class to kind of be a waste. I don't know, maybe it would have been different if the class had actually been popular. It wasn't exactly a sizable class, it was me and just like a handful of other people, but Had it been like a bigger class, a more popular class, who knows? Maybe there'd been, maybe they would have taught more interesting things. But I don't know. Just what ifs and wonderment, Anyway. So we've completed our task. Let's go get our reward.
You defeated the powerful shaman? Astounding! Your victory today is great, but I fear there will be more monsters tomorrow. At least there is enough of the harvest left to feed us all. Take this gold. I know it's not much. Please seek out the Spartan general Leonidas. Petition him on my behalf. Ask him to send a few of his warriors to protect us, and quickly, before we are again overwhelmed.
You have saved our farms and our livelihoods. For this, we thank you.
I want you to know you saved our lives. All the crops were not ruined. We will not starve through the winter.
Alrighty. Okay.
Don't forget armor for your arms and legs. They're important too.
Okay. And anything we can get? No? Well, I don't have 25,000 anyway, so.
Until next time.
Right, so this guy's you'll see these guys around. The bag, the crossed swords. Some will have like a book or something above them. These guys are merchants. This guy right here has a chest. That's your storage. Anybody who's played any of the Diablo series should immediately know what this is.
These shrines are ancient, as old as humankind, some say. They say Prometheus, who brought us fire, built these too. And in ancient times, men traveled by them.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same basic idea. You're somewhere out in the wilds. Throw down a portal stone. Walk into it. Walk. Come on. There we go. And then choose a place. Okay.
You have our thanks. May Hermes lead you safe to Sparta.
We were leading our flocks home when a pack of satyrs attacked. By the gods, they grabbed Tellus and dragged him into a roadside cave. The roads aren't safe. Nowhere is safe anymore.
Alright, now it's time for us to do the most boring part of any RPG. Or at least an ARPG. The grind. Let's go murder some pigs, birds, and goatmen. Yeah, no, these, the first few hours of this game, it doesn't matter how many times you go back and do it. These first few hours are just soul-sucking. This is just the most soul-sucking part of all this. Because it takes so long to go through all this. You have to kill everything here. But it grants you experience, yes. And, as everyone knows, the grind, while probably the worst part of this, is also the most important part. Because without that grind, we are still very squishy come late game. It's funny, one of the things I used to do when I first started playing this game is I'd start a game and I'd go through all this, it's the same thing, the same grind every time. It doesn't get any better, it doesn't get any more fun. The grind kind of stays the same throughout the entirety of the game. However, the monsters here at the beginning, they don't level up with you, so they're always going to remain like base level, like level 1 through level 5. And when I discovered that, I had been, okay, this might actually be considered spoilers, but later on, it's actually not too much later on. In fact, it's just up the coast of Megara. There is an ancient Cyclops that you have to either run by or you have to battle, and I couldn't outrun him because of all the other monsters that were with him. And I couldn't beat him because he squished me every time. So eventually I gave up fighting him and I decided, okay, screw it. I went all the way back to the beginning. That's all the way back here to Helos. I went all the way back to that little rowboat you guys saw at the beginning there. And I pretty much started all over. Ran around killing everything. Because all the monsters, they respawn. Once you turn the game off, like you save, quit out of it, and come back, all these monsters come back. They respawn. So I went all the way back to the beginning, and I just went through and started killing them off. And I noticed something. They were dying a hell of a lot faster. And I resolved to come back and keep doing that. Whenever I hit like a tough spot, whenever I hit a place where I couldn't go any further, I'd go all the way back to the beginning and I just start grinding again from step 1 all the way up to where I was. And I'd keep doing that until I could actively beat the whatever boss or big character, or even just a swarm of enemies that was just destroying me. And I discovered something after beating the Cyclops. It took a while for me to hit another snag, but when I finally came back, I still had the Cyclops club. Oh my god, I ran around, and you can kind of see it whenever you kill something here. In fact, see there, that corpse launch right there, it was small, but you come back like later in the game when you're decked out, you got high damage, especially if you have like a club, like a blunt weapon. Oh my god, it's like playing golf. Just every swing, and I had another satyr just kissing my screen. And I had the camera zoomed out, like all the way too. I mean, like, it's not too much further, but like camera was just zoomed out as far as could be. And the satyrs would come up, they'd kiss the screen. Sometimes they'd just vanish altogether. because they would fly so high that my camera couldn't go any further. And I loved it. There was this childlike glee to it. It was like a revenge kick for me, because all the crap they'd put me through. All this grind, all this having to keep sucking down health potions because they'll gang up on me or just shoot me from across the map. All of this, and I'd come back and I just massacred these guys. And it was really cathartic. I will say that. It was so cathartic. I loved every minute of it. And in fact, I may actually do that on my own time here. But no, it's just, this game has always just been a lot of fun for me. And I'm really hoping that if you're not having as much fun like watching it, I'm hoping that I can at least get you guys intrigued enough you'll go out and, you know, actually buy the game, try it, and have just as much, if not more, fun than I have. Because this is just so much fun. Right, actually, let me go ahead. Onslaught. There we go. Time to get our reward. Piss off, kid.
A human face. Good fortune finds me even in the darkest places of Greece. I believed I was counting my final hours.
Alright, let's take a look here. Oh, okay, so this right here, Essence of Prometheus' Flame. This is a, well, it says right there, it's a relic shard. It's actually a bigger piece of a tablet. What this does is, well, you can actually see it right there in the, you know, everything you need to know is right there in the description. In the yellow text will tell you what the tablet can go towards. Now, this one here can go towards weapons. But, I mean, there are some that'll only go towards armor, some that'll only go towards jewelry, some that'll only go towards certain kinds of armor. So, I think it was the essence of Hermes' sandal. That can only enchant your leg armor. And obviously, as the messenger god, the god of speed, it'll increase your movement speed and whatnot. There's another one there called charms. We might get lucky and get one over here. But basically, yeah, right there. They are pieces. They're pieces of the monsters that fall off after you kill them. It's like bones and feathers and shit. Anyway, they go towards, like I said, they go towards weapons and armor. But they all have different ones. This one, pristine plumage. Enhance all armor. This one gives you poison resistance. Whereas its counterpart, diseased plumage, coming from the carrion crows, will give you a poison damage. So, pristine plumage, you need 5 pieces of charms to get a whole charm, but you don't have to keep that. I mean, I could take this and easily attach it to a weapon as is, but I'd only get 1 out of 3 on here, and the more pieces you put together, the more complete it is, the more powerful the enchantment. So yeah, so I always go through, I always try and get the charms and relics completed, because even if I don't use them for anything, they sell for quite a bit. So good way to make money there on the side.
Thank you. I was in a bit of a scrape there, I'll admit. Thank the god Hermes you came along.
All right. Perfect. God damn it. Do I not have a shield? I thought I picked up a shield. Alright, well. This is gonna be fun. I'll get to you in a bit. Okay. Never mind, I guess I'll get to you right now.
Traveler, please, you must assist me. A strange illness afflicts many in my town of Tegea, and I was sent to retrieve medicines. I have them in my cart, but now the pass ahead is held by satyrs, led by one of their fierce champions.
Fear not, I shall take him out with my toothpick. Oh, balls. Damn it.
Your inventory is full.
No, it's not. No, might as well. Yeah, I suppose. Anything else in here? No? Okay. Let's go get our reward.
The way is clear? Good. Well, I'll be moving on, I suppose. Here, have this for your troubles.